Hello and welcome to NFL Experts, another edition of Schedule Rundown.
Okay, so we're going to be doing the Tennessee Titans schedule rundown. So for week 1, they take on the Patriots. Dave, who do you have winning this one?
This is not really going to be a good game. I've definitely got the Patriots blowing them out here for a lot of reasons that we've mentioned before, like with Tom Brady, great quarterback, Wes Welker, a great receiver, and they did very well in the draft, improving their defense. So I think their Patriots are going to win this one. The Titans will start off 0-1.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. I don't think the Titans losing Cortland Finnegan's really going to hurt them against all those Patriot wide receivers, so I'll give them the loss as well. Week 2 was at the Chargers. I'm going to give this one a loss, mainly because of the quarterback duo battle. I'm going to go with Philip Rivers here over Matt Hasselbeck, or if it is Jake Locker. But the only thing that concerns me is Chris Johnson. Really, it's just to see how, if he gets off to a fast start or not, will really determine their playoff hopes. So for week 3, give your predictions for the Chargers.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another loss for the Titans here, like you said, with the quarterback battle. Even though the Chargers did lose some good players in Vincent Jackson, they did sign Robert Meacham, so he's going to do pretty good filling in for Vincent Jackson. It's not going to be as good, but it's still he'll still do a great job, and the Titans are going to lose this one and start off 0-2.
Yeah, okay, so week 3, they're going to take on the Detroit Lions at home. I'm going to give this one a loss, mainly because, again, they lost Cortland Finnegan, which is a huge loss. I don't think they have enough to cover Calvin Johnson, Nate Burleson, and Titus Young.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. The Lions have one of the best receiving cores in the league, and that's just going to toast the Titans.
Okay, week 4 at the Houston Texans. Dave, win or loss for them?
This one's going to be their first win, in my opinion. I'm going to say it again. We've said it so many times. They lost Mario Williams and D'Amico Ryans. It's going to be a huge loss for their defense, and Chris Johnson's going to have a big game, and he's going to run all over the Texans.
Yeah, but I'm going to disagree. I think they're going to lose this game. Andre Johnson, again, with Cortland Finnegan. I'm probably going to say this every single game because they have a lot of good receivers they have to face. Without Cortland Finnegan, I don't think they have enough to take on Andre Johnson, and that was a good rivalry when they had that fight a couple years ago. But I'll give the Texans this win. So week 5 at the Minnesota Texans. I'm going to have this one be their first win of the season. I think Chris Johnson's going to get the edge of Adrian Peterson.
The Minnesota Texans?
Minnesota Vikings are going to take on, I think they're going to beat Adrian Peterson with Chris Johnson. Also, I think Jake Locker will have the better of Christian Ponder. So I'm going to give this win to the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I think that the Titans are going to win this one. I like Chris Johnson. I think he's going to have a great season. And I think Nate Washington, he's underrated as a Titans receiver. So.
Okay, week 6 is versus the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. I'm going to give this one a loss, mainly because the Steelers have the best one of the big 3 duos for receivers with Emmanuel Sanders, Antonio Brown, and hopefully Mike Wallace will be playing. So I'll give them the loss here just based on lack of talent on the offensive side.
Yeah, I agree with you there. The Steelers have a great receiving core. They've got a great quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger, and possibly Mendenhall will be back at this point. And even if he isn't, I still think the Steelers are going to win that one.
Okay, week 7 at the Buffalo Bills. Dave, are they going to take down the Bills here?
What do you think?
I'm going to give it a no. I think that the Bills are going to take this one. It's going to be a close game in overtime. I think it's going to go to overtime. I'm liking this running back duo with Chris Johnson versus Fred Jackson. So I'm going to give this one a win for the Buffalo Bills, though, based on better defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's going to be the Bills are going to win, but it's not going to be that close of a game. The Bills are going to take a pretty good win, like you said, for their defense, and they've got a good receiver and a great running back.
Okay, week 8 is home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to give them their second win. This is going to be another young quarterback battle between Andrew Luck and Jake Locker. I think Locker will be the starter by now. So, but I'm going to give them this win. The Colts don't have enough at the running back spot, and the receivers, they have Reggie Wayne, which is really it. But he is one of the best receivers in the league. But I'll still give the win to the Titans based on the offensive.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. The Colts are going to win it. All right. Or not the Colts. The Titans are going to win it. All right, week 9, against the Bears, they're at home. I think this one's going to be a loss. The Bears they did pretty good this offseason, getting Brandon Marshall right before the trade deadline, or right before free agency opened, and Cutler and Marshall, they worked together in Denver. I think they're going to do good here in Chicago too.
I'm going to disagree. I think the Titans are going to take this one. I think it's going to be based on Matt Forte. If he really, look at what happened to Chris Johnson last year when he held out. He really struggled throughout the whole season. And maybe, yes, they did sign Michael Bush, but I don't think he's a better running back than Chris Johnson.
Yeah, but Chris Johnson is pretty much the whole Titans team. The Bears still have other great players besides Matt Forte, so there's a difference.
But if the Titans can shut down the one receiver the Bears have, then Forte is their whole team.
True, but they also have Devin Hester, and
who's based on special teams,
who can catch, and
receivers can.
They have a great defense in Julius Peppers, Brian Urlacher, and Lance Briggs.
Okay, a good point. Okay, so week 10 at the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to give this one a win. I think they're just an overall better team than the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins, who do have Cameron Wake and Carlos Dansby on the defensive side, who could get in Jake Locker's face, but I'm still going to give the Titans this win. I don't think that Reggie Bush is a better running back than Chris Johnson, and I like Nate Burleson and really Nate Washington are a better receiving duo than I don't even know who really the Dolphins' starting receivers are.
Yeah, I agree. Titans are gonna win this one because every reason you said, and the Dolphins suck. All right, week 11's their bye week. I've got the Titans at 4-6.
And I agree. I have them at 4-6 as well.
But it will get better.
Okay, week 12 at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to have this one be a win. I think it's going to be a blowout here. I don't think the Jaguars have enough on the receiving side with other than Blackman. He could be suspended. I don't really think it's going to be that won't affect him at all at this point, and I don't think it'll really be a long one if it does. But Blaine Gabbert really just really does not seem like a franchise quarterback in my eyes. I think he's been overrated, so I'll give this one to the Titans.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. I'm not a big fan of the Jaguars this year. I don't really like Blaine Gabbert, and I think the Titans are going to win this one.
Okay, week 13, home against the Houston Texans. Dave, who's going to win this one?
Another win for the Titans, in my opinion, with Chris Johnson. I think he's going to have a great game. Like I said, it's getting better.
Okay, week 13 against the Texans, I'm going to give it a win. A loss. I think the Texans just have too much offensively and defensively. They're a very balanced team with Arian Foster, who I haven't really been talking about a lot when I mentioned the Texans. He's really, in my opinion, the best running back in the league. I really like his speed, and he's got some power, and he really helps out that team.
All right, week 14, they are away against the Colts. I think this one's going to be a loss. I think Andrew Luck and Reggie Wayne will be doing pretty good together right now, and they've got the Colts have probably one of the best defensive end duos in Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney.
I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna disagree, and I'm gonna have the Titans win this game. I think the Colts don't have enough on the running game, and I think they're really gonna be hurt by the loss of Jeff Saturday at the center position. So I think, what's left at the Jaguars pass rushing, I think is really gonna get at Andrew Luck. So I'm gonna give this win to the Titans. I'm sorry, I said the Jaguars. I meant Titans. I think whatever's left of them is really going to get in Luck's face. And again, they really don't have a lot of depth at the cornerback position. I don't know a lot about them, so I like Nate Burleson in this game.
All right, Nate Burleson mean Nate.
I think he's going to have a big game. Nate
Washington. Burleson is on the Lions.
Correct.
All right, week 15, they play the Jets. Lou, what do you think the outcome's going to be here?
I think the Jets are going to lose this game. I think the Titans are going to take it. I don't think Tebow's really going to perform any of his quote-unquote miracles of last year, and I think he will be the starter from this year, mainly because Mark Sanchez I just don't think is a great quarterback. So I'll give the Titans this one.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Titans are going to win that, and at this point they'll be 7-7.
Okay, week 16 at the Packers. Dave, who's going to win this one?
I think it's going to be a blowout. The Packers are going to have another great season, in my opinion, and they're going to blow out the Titans in this one and take the win.
Okay, I'm going to have the Titans win this game. I think it's going to be eventually each team, each season, there's going to have to be someone that upsets the Packers. I don't think they're going to go 16-0 every year, and I think the Titans are going to take this one. I think it's going to be the running back battles, and I don't think the Packers have enough at the running back position to win this game. They do have all the receivers to pick up the slack, but again, with Kenny Britt and Nate Washington, I think that can maybe pick up the slack for the Titans passing game, so I think that the Titans are going to pull this upset.
All right, the last week against the Jaguars, I think this one's going to be a win for obvious reasons. They're just a better overall team, in my opinion. So I think they're going to end the season 8-8.
I think they're going to win this game as well. Only I'll have them at 9-7. Dave, do you think they'll make the playoffs with this record?
My record, I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they'll squeeze in with mine either. Okay, that's going to do it for NFL Experts Schedule Rundown Edition. Make sure to tune in next time when we go to the AFC West and preview the Denver Broncos. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Yep, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Louis at DB Sports Talk and Dave at Chris Sports, and go to our website, NFL/experts.webs.com.
See ya.